Good afternoon. This one's a little bit different today. Number one, Cindy's doing it with me, so that's a big plus. It's a beautiful day, so we thought we'd do it outside in front of Cindy's muscadines. Leaves are
Yeah.
changing color. They look beautiful.
The weather's beautiful, the leaves are beautiful. We're glad you're here with us today.
So we're going to start doing like a question at a time, a video questions that we get because we get a lot of questions and can't answer them all on one video. So today the question is what to do if my physically and or cognitively declining mom who lives alone refuses care. So that's kind of the premise or the thing we're going to be talking about today. So
And I've been there, done that. My mom was a widow for many years, and then she started to decline physically. And I was, 35 miles away. So I realized that, things were changing for her, and I wanted to help her maintain her quality of life. I'd been working with seniors for many years, and I'd seen what happens if you don't plan for what you want in the future. It can be bad. So we just sat down at the kitchen table and talked about it. Now, it may not be that easy for you.
this says refuses care, but we see the adult kids every week, the adult kids being like 50s and 60s usually. But it's like, sometimes it's really bad, sometimes not so much. Mom refuses to go to the hospital. Mom refuses to let family help. Mom refuses to bring in outside caregivers.
Oh, she don't want anybody in the house.
Or don't want anybody in the house. Maybe it's worse and she needs to go to an assisted living or nursing home. Or it could be mom's caring for dad and they're kind of leaning on each other and you're thinking, well, this is taking a toll on mom.
Absolutely.
What if they could both go down at once? So it can go any number of ways, but the question again, what to do if my physically or cognitively declining mom refuses some sort of care? So empathy and what? Communication was your note.
Communication.
So
Extremely, extremely important. So what I'd recommend is find a day of the week and where you feel like you're going to be comfortable and mom's going to be relaxed. So you can broach this subject. I know there's all kind of different families. Some get along great and some don't. And some moms still rule the roost. And in other homes, mom just wants to be taken care of. So figure out what type of family you have. Do you want to include any sibling? Pick a day of the week. It might be Saturday afternoon, a beautiful Saturday afternoon like this when it's, the weather's nice and you can just sit mom down and say, look, you're getting older, but the thing is, I'm not that far behind you. And I see what is coming for me, and I see what is coming for you. And I want to help you to have a good quality of life. I want to help you maintain your independence as long as possible. But I'm afraid there might be some things that you need some help with. So open up the lines of communication. Be empathetic with her.
that as opposed to you need to go to a nursing home.
Absolutely.
You don't want to do that.
That don't usually work.
Yeah, don't do that part. Gather facts and document concerns. So, and again, this has to be done tactfully. Specific examples, rather than just kind of making vague, like, Mom, you're getting worse. It's like, Mom, you've fallen 3 times in the last month. I'm worried. I'm worried the next time's going to be bad. If you fall again and break something, then things will have to change.
Falling is a big thing. It's the number one reason seniors go to the emergency room.
So it may be missed medications, leaving the stove on, you're going off and leaving the gas stove on or electric stove on. Confusion, maybe she went to the grocery store half a mile away where she'd been 1,000 times and forgot how to get home. Bills, poor hygiene, all of these things. I mean, it's good if, like, in a non-confrontational way, you can have that discussion and just like, I'm here to help. What can we do to make it safer for you in the home? Sometimes you can't have that discussion with them because you're one of the kids. Maybe one of her siblings, her age, can have that discussion, maybe not. Maybe her primary care physician, if she's known them for years, can. It probably will take multiple tries. We had a friend once that said his mom lived out of state. She'd fallen a number of times. He and his siblings went out there every time, and I think it took the third or fourth time before she finally agreed to do something, because she's independent, wanted to maintain her independence, and wouldn't let go of that easily, and I don't blame her.
They want to maintain their independence and their dignity, and you need to help them do that. If they're showing some resistance and not really wanting help, just start with something small. Maybe have home-delivered meals, once a week or twice a week, or take her out to dinner, or bring in somebody that can clean the house. Say, Mom, I know you're into your other arts and crafts and going to the church and helping at the food pantry. So let's bring in somebody just to clean the house so you don't have to do that. They can do the laundry. Maybe bring in a companion, if she wants to play cards or do jewelry or something like that. Don't call them a caregiver. They're a companion. They can spend time with her, and she can still maintain control of what she's doing.
And when do you have the authority to do something? We had another friend a few years ago that their mom lived maybe 20 miles away, and when either the siblings knocked on Mom's door, she basically told them where to go. And I think she was afraid. She was afraid that she knew she was slipping, they knew it, and she was afraid they're going to put me in a nursing home, and I don't want it. So people say sometimes, well, what if I've got a power of attorney? Power of attorney is very important to have, because if Mom or Dad loses capacity, at least you've got, you're authorized to manage your business. But there is what I call the in-between zone. Sometimes they're okay, sometimes not. Maybe in the morning they're clear, in the afternoon not so much. What do you do then? And you're afraid, they're still driving or whatever. What can you do? Well, sometimes this is a very difficult zone. You just have to do what you can to help. If you got a power of attorney, you can do some things. Maybe like Cindy said, maybe you can start with some of the small things. Bring in a house cleaning service, or someone to mow the yard, or someone to do specific things. Sometimes it gets to the point where it's dangerous for them to continue to do what they're doing, and you have to contact an attorney to pursue a guardianship, and then that takes the power away from them, and then you do it. You don't want to do that if you don't have to, because that's kind of an extreme thing, but sometimes it gets to that point.
One thing that is extremely real is caregiver burnout. So as you go down this journey we have 4 journey stops for the caregivers. One is just you spend like 1 to 3 hours a day with Mom. Stop and check in the morning, make sure she's got her medication, got her breakfast, got something for lunch. Come back in the evening on your way home, make sure she's got dinner, she's taking her medication. Then it goes to 2, which is 3 to 6 hours, then journey stop 3. And if you're a caregiver and you start at journey stop 1, just, you think, well, I'm just stopping in to have a cup of coffee with Mom like Doug used to do with his mom. It starts there. So by the time you get to journey stop 2, or in between 2 and 3, or definitely at 3, which is full-time caregiving, you need to take time for yourself. Caregiver burnout is very real. It can cause physical and emotional damage to you as a caregiver. So take time away, get others involved, make sure Mom is taken care of at each journey stop, but take care of yourself. You can reach out to support groups, because there are a lot of people, millions of people, who are family caregivers going through what you are or will be going through. So take care of yourself.
And a lot of times you're the last one to recognize it.
Oh, absolutely.
I remember when you was caring for your mom, one of your friends who's a nurse got in your face and said, you need help.
Yes.
And
yes. You can't see it.
You was
in
just
yourself.
blocking it out.
Yeah. I was thinking, I can do this. Mom took care of me. I can take care of her. But you've got so much else coming at you.
So if we can help, give us a call. 501-843-9014. This is what we do. We work with families to help come up with a plan. Sometimes legal work is necessary for various things to help them plan. If you're one of the seniors listen to this and don't have all your ducks in a row, we can help you. But sometimes it's the adult kids, and it's just like, we got to do something now. So we help you come up with a plan. And so if we can help, give us a call. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.